What is up, Black World? You're here with your boy Chris, and today I have a question for you. Do you think you could spend 40 years locked away in a cell for 23 hours a day with only an hour of outside time or rec time? Well, I have a gem for you today, and it's a story about a brother who did just that. Stay tuned. I'm going to bring a book to you guys today, and I'm going to call this book a hidden gem. And it's a hidden gem because I did not expect this book to have the type of influence it did on me and my outlook on life. This book is called Solitary by Alfred Woodfox. It tells a story about a man who was put in solitary confinement for 40 years for a crime he did not commit. Now, I don't want to give too many spoilers about this book because it is a real gem, and I recommend it for any kind of leisure reading or serious reading. Either way, it's a really good book. The story is an autobiography about Alfred Woodfox, who at one point is a career criminal who ends up getting locked up, and while inside of prison he's exposed to the Black Panther Party. He then ends up getting sent back to Angola, where he tries to organize and help black prisoners. In that time he becomes framed for another crime, but this time the crime he did not commit. It was for the murder of a CO. Now, what struck me about this book was the resiliency of this brother. This brother was locked up for 23 hours a day, only got to go outside for 1 hour a day, if that. So he talks about his coping mechanisms. Another thing I like about this book is that he dives in deep. He starts to realize that he might have been the victim of white supremacy, and that coming up in Louisiana in the 40s and 50s was a tough time. He didn't have a lot of resources to make the best decisions with his life. So he started stealing, doing drugs, different things like that, which got him in and out of prison. He was sentenced to 50 years in prison for a robbery that he committed in Louisiana. Now, he went to go do that time, but while he was doing that time, he became radicalized by the Black Panther Party. He started helping his brothers and organizing and helping us every chance he got. Now, the prison system in Angola was highly corrupt, and they relied on male sex trafficking. So basically, new prisoners in Angola prison would get raped on entry. If they were deemed weak, they would get passed around by a lot of the prisoners. This was a commodity. They were getting traded for cigarettes, money, drugs, and different things like that. Alfred wanted to put a stop to that. So I think that the murder that he was framed for was premeditated to get him off of the tier because he was interrupting that trade. This book, if you're interested in books about resiliency, about men of steel, about the human resolve to overcome and survive, this is a great book for you. I highly recommend it. I went and bought this from Marcus Books, which is a black bookstore here in Oakland, and it's a really great book. I highly recommend it. So I'm going to give you guys this gem. So if you guys are looking for your next read and you want to hear about triumph and overcoming, this is the book for you. Thanks. Peace.